that is what causes the happiness or the sorrow of our life, the energy, the negative energy or the positive energy. Now, vegetarian diet is benevolent, so it will bring you happy energy. And that in turn will breed more happiness, will attract more happiness. And when you're happy, everything will be better. You think better, you react better, your life become better, your children will be better, everything will be better. And the powerful, collective, positive, and loving power of the whole world will repel darkness that are coming toward us, that is facing us right now. That's the only solution I have.
I very appreciate the fact that we can get out our message of being vegan and going green, and let's say going green diet, not just green ecology, but green diet, your inner ecology, out to the whole planet through Supreme Master Ching Hai's incredible TV network.
And it's my joy to participate in this wonderful dialogue that we had with the Supreme Master. Very sweet and very powerful. Be veg, go green, and save the planet. Peace and blessings to you.
Please continue watching to find out more. Warmest greetings, spiritual viewers. I am Marian Wallace from Seattle, Washington, USA. We wish for your hearts to be nourished with peace and happiness. To support spiritual growth and planetary survival, Rabbi Gabriel Cousins, MD, and Reverend Michael Beckwith, PhD, co-hosted the Juice Fast for Peace at Reverend Beckwith's Agape International Spiritual Center in Culver City, California, USA, during the first week of March 2009. The event was organized to help participants end their addiction to meat and other animal products in order to support their own personal and spiritual growth, while also acting to ensure planetary survival by reducing the emissions of greenhouse gases from the animal industry. On March 7, 2009, Supreme Master Ching Hai accepted the invitation to attend via video conference to answer the participants' questions and concerns about the damaging impact the meat diet has on the environment and human health. Born out of a deep concern for the future of the planet, Dr. Cousins, a vegan, began his Juice Fast for Peace series, partnering with Reverend Beckwith in Culver City, with plans to offer them across the United States and the world to help people end their addiction to meat. According to Dr. Cousins, by consuming green juices during the fast, people lose the cellular memory of addictive flesh foods, dairy, and eggs, thus making it easier to transition to a plant-based diet. He is both a general medical practitioner and a psychiatrist who developed early in his career a fascination for understanding how the mind affects the body and how the body and the food we feed it affects the mind. He was the chief mental health consultant for the Sonoma County Head Start in California and a consultant on the California State Department of Health. He is a holistic medical doctor who incorporates homeopathy, live food nutrition, Ayurveda, naturopathy, and acupuncture as part of his healing modality. Another core aspect of his approach to wellness and healing is a recognition that our purpose in life is to awaken to the divine. For the next several decades, he devoted his research to finding out how all body types could create a healthy balance and obtain all proper nutrition on a living foods diet. He has authored many books summarizing his findings over the years, such as Depression Free for Life and There is a Cure for Diabetes. For over 20 years, Dr. Cousins has been leading and perfecting green juice fasts, in which only juices made predominantly from green vegetables are consumed. His goal is to help people become cured of supposedly incurable diseases such as diabetes and drug and alcohol addiction, while also helping us clear our thoughts and reflect upon our true nature as the children of God. Reverend Michael Beckwith, a vegan, has stated that our purpose on the planet is to wrap our consciousness around the divine treasure within us. He uplifted the fasting participants with daily inspirational talks. He is one of the featured teachers in the international best-selling book and movie, The Secret. His spiritual journey began in 1970s, where his exploration of Eastern and Western teachings led to his own style of teaching, referred to as the New Thought, Ancient Wisdom spiritual tradition. It was his vision of a non-denominational spiritual community that led to the founding of the Agape International Spiritual Center in 1986, which seeks to bring all peoples together into one human family, unified in a core value of peace and the spiritual origin of all beings. Each week, around 9,000 people come to hear him speak at the Agape Center. He proactively works alongside other global peacemakers, including the Dalai Lama, and has also been featured on Oprah, an international US-based daytime talk show, and interviewed on Larry King Live by one of the premier broadcast interviewers of our time. We invite you now to join us for part 4 of our 5-part series to witness this peaceful and uplifting dialogue between Supreme Master Ching Hai, Reverend Michael Beckwith, Dr. Gabriel Cousins, and the participants of the first Juice Fast for Peace in Culver City, California on March 7th, 2009.
This is my wife that's about to say something.
Oh, hi.
Hi, thank you so much. You've really touched my heart.
Thank you for the best half.
Thank you so much. So my question is this. It's a very simple question, but it's kind of hard for me. So I might get a little teary. And maybe because I've been fasting, so I'm close to my
inner self.
What's inside,
Uh-huh.
This has to do with my mother.
It's good to cry. It's good to cry. It's cleansing.
Yes. It's a celebration now.
Yes.
So it's a celebration. So my mother is 83 years alive. And she's a beautiful person. And she came to live with us about 3 years ago. And she's a very strong woman, beautiful soul. And when she came to live with us, she was a big woman. She wore size 18 clothes.
Yes.
And she walked into our home, and we have a meatless home. We didn't eat meat in our home.
Oh.
And she couldn't stop eating meat, but she ate it less.
Understand.
So now she's like size 8.
Oh.
She's size 8, and she's really
10 size now?
Yeah, she's really thin in her body, and she's very feisty and strong. And she eats meat very little.
You understand?
My question is this. What can I say to her? Because we've had a lot of conversations about not killing the animals, about
Understand.
the result of our lifestyle and its impact on the planet. What do you say to an older person who's been around a long time and who believes that they need just a little meat every now and then just to keep their protein thing together. You know, she's been living a long time. And so she considers, and she says, I just want it every now and then, just a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm thinking like, no, and I don't want to be disrespectful. She loves us. She cleans, she irons, she does everything to help us.
Yes.
What can we say to our families who've been around, who really feel like they need just a little fish, just a little bit of chicken to maintain a certain modicum of health? She does the beans and the rice, and she's getting there, you know. Maybe you're such a great teacher. I know you can tell me something.
And then we can have a look at this on television.
Thank you.
She is your mother. You see, it's difficult to tell your mother what to do because she used to tell you what to do. Yes, I am lucky because I didn't have to tell my parents anything. They automatically know what I'm doing and they just volunteer and they just did it, you know, all by themselves, quit smoking even.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco: 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Tobacco use kills one person every 6 seconds. Smoking-related costs $193 billion annually in the United States alone. Depression: light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Harms lung cell DNA that regulates breathing. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure, cancer, mouth, liver, breast and colorectal cancer, lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidney cancer, bladder cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis, stroke, impotence.
Additional harms for exposure to second-hand smoke. 600,000 deaths worldwide each year.
Childhood arteriosclerosis, leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome. More than 80% of the babies who die are exposed to second-hand smoke. Infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries. Childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection. Cleft lip or palate, hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys, circulatory problems in women.
Lung damage in children leading to adult emphysema, lung cancer in non-smoking restaurant servers, hearing loss across all frequencies, childhood behavioral problems when exposed while in the womb.
Plus more. For help quitting, please visit the following websites.
For more urgent information, please visit suprememastertv.com/killers.
I think just don't buy meat. Yes, if that helps, you can give her the information to read herself without telling her. Just let it, laying around like carelessly, and maybe she pick him up and read it, and then if she thinks she decides it herself, maybe she feel more self-respected, and not lose face, to the young generation who knows better, and she knows that, but she doesn't want to accept. You see, you have to know she lives all her life until 80. She knows a lot of things. And even though she knows it's not right, but you are a daughter, you understand? That's why I never told my parents or my relatives anything. And then it works by itself. Okay, there's one more thing. You can print all the information. Don't have to be like Supreme Master Television or my name, nothing. Just print the info from our suprememastertv.com. Without title, without where from, nothing. Just scientific fact that we collected there for you. Or if she wants to watch the Supreme Master Television now again, you can show her. Just now and again, you let it run and you go kitchen, do something else, and then maybe she watch it, or you just leave it there, she watch it. You download it and you put it on a disc or something, and then you say you want to watch it, because you missed it or something. And then all this very cruel, very inhumane treatment to little chicken, they hang them in their wing and they clip their beaks and they're bleeding and they, shaking on the floor and all that, and all the animals as well. It's not just the killing even, it's the cruelty treatment that she will not be able to bear it. And then maybe that will awaken her compassion, her mother instinct, and that probably helps. Yes, it's very difficult for a daughter, even a priestly daughter, to tell her mother what to do. We have a saying in Vietnam, say, the Buddha at home doesn't respond. So
Thank you.
yeah, so they have to go to the temple to pray to the Buddha there. The same statues, but they go to the temple instead. Yes. I'm glad you and your other best half, looking in the same direction, because it's true love and it's very nourishing and very supporting. Many husband and wife could not even agree on this meat diet stuff, not to talk about the same belief or anything or do in the same direction. Love is looking in the same direction. I'm so glad for you. At least you and your best half is well. And that's very important. You see?
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thanks God.
Thank you. Beautiful.
You've answered all the questions.
Good. They're all enlightened. They don't need much. After 1 week of drinking.
So we're very grateful for your wisdom. And again, bless you, bless everyone here, that we continue to inspire people to be vegan.
Thank you.
Save themselves and save the planet.
That's good. That's
Amen.
good.
Thank you so
Amen.
much.
Yes. Have a good time still.
We really appreciate your take on the critical moment that we're in and how we passed a critical point.
We do it.
And now
together.
This can be amplified through the wonderful work that we're doing. Thank you for being here with us today.
Yes, we're doing it together. You know, even though you have been telling them the same thing over the week or many other time, but good food we can eat again and again, huh?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Remember, you are God-like.
Peace and blessings.
Yes.
Blessings.
Yes, God bless. Yes, God bless us. Remember, you are God. Also bless us, okay? Bless the planet. Yeah. Bless the planet with your power. Yes? Ciao. Ciao. Love. A lot of love. You beautiful people. Beautiful people. Thanks for having me. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Reverend. Thank you, the other Reverend.
Thank you.
Love you all. My God. Beautiful. Thank you.
And it's my joy to participate in this wonderful dialogue that we had with the Supreme Master. Very sweet and very powerful. I've been vegan for many, many years. We've invited my staff this week and many people at Agape to participate in this week-long juice fast to assist them in the transition from a meat-based diet to a plant-based diet, cleanse their emotional body and their mental body so they can be more receptive to the spiritual intelligence, but also to be a participant in serving the emerging paradigm on this planet. It is so necessary at this time, since we're at this critical point in human history with the methane leaking into the atmosphere. So we've invited our community to participate. Well, I just met with my COO of my organization here, and he's said he's through with the whole meat industry and that he's going to remain vegan for the rest of his life. He's just one person, and so many other are becoming inspired as well. In the beginning, I gave up meat primarily for the spiritual reasons. I could feel and see the different entities in the food. I could see the fear and the anger of the animals in the food, and I knew that those vibrations were going into my body temple. So my initial movement to being a vegetarian and then a vegan had more to do with this spiritual consciousness. As I studied and the years went on, I discovered that it was more healthy for you as well. And then later on discovered the terrible things we were doing to the planet through the meat industry. So it came in stages like that, spiritual, then health, and then the planet. This is Michael Bernard Beckwith of the Agape International Spiritual Center. We want you to be veg, go green, and save the planet. You have the power to do so. You have the power of your fork and your mind and your intention. Be veg, go green, and save the planet. Peace and blessings to you.
I think she's such an inspiration, and she's got such a great sense of humor too, and she knows her facts. She really knows everything. I'm really inspired just by her genuineness. She's got an absolute incredible message, and we totally inspire that way of life. But just to hear it, she's very uplifting and definitely there for all the people, all the animals. She's great.
I really appreciate Mr. Ching Hai on a lot of levels. First of all, her open-heartedness and her strong commitment to saving the planet and saving the humans on the planet and the animals on the planet. That's really comes through very powerfully, and we very much appreciate that because that's what we're doing. And the synergy is wonderful to behold. I very appreciate the fact that we can get our message of being vegan and going green, and let's say going green diet, not just green ecology, but green diet, your inner ecology, out to the whole planet through Supreme Master Ching Hai's incredible TV network. And so we're really pleased. I mean, it was really good. I felt she was dynamic, real, open, and really we had a good time with her. Be veg,
go green, and save the planet.
It was fabulous. I was delightfully surprised. It's just so amazing to see that so many people on the planet right now are really tuning in to this, what needs to happen, and that it's such a huge movement. And her authenticity and spontaneity, it was just an education of it. I've heard the talk afterwards. There were vegans born in the tent today. Literally, people changed and just said, I cannot eat meat anymore. So it's very exciting. Hello, Supreme Master Ching Hai. Thank you so much for your work. And everyone, we can be veg, go green, and save the planet.
I thought today's event was magnificent. Her humor, her kindness, her generosity of thought, her wisdom. I love the way that she combined both the statistics about what the outer world is about and the differences we can make in the physical world, and then linked it deeply and thoroughly with the interior life. She combined both worlds and made us one. Be vegan. Save the planet.
Yay! I was obviously very inspired by the beautiful way of the Supreme Master. Thank you so very much. You are just magnificent. Just being yourself and the way God made you, and just being brilliant and letting your light shine through all that you're doing and all that you're being and glowing. You have to be that person. That's who you have to be in order to be it so well. So thank you for doing that and being that. I'm going to make a declaration. I'm going to go really vegan and not even eat those good old cookies that might have a little egg in it.
Thank you so much. I think the most powerful thing I heard today was just how she really stressed the interconnectedness of all of life and how every individual has the opportunity to make a difference just by what they eat and by what they do each and every day. So if every person looks at it from that perspective, then the change is made, even if it's just one person at a time. And I think that was a really powerful message. So thank you.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free to download at crisis2peace.org.
Thank you for your warm-hearted presence for today's episode of Juice Fast for Peace Video Conference with Supreme Master Ching Hai, Part 4 of 5 on Words of Wisdom. And now, please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Coming up next is The Virtuous Scholar, Part 3 of 3, after Noteworthy News. May all beings on this planet rejoice in divine blessings. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/WOW.